Chapter 3. The bus route published in the Times-Dispatch had our neighborhood picked up first, with an hour on the bus before we arrived at Stonewall. The parents decided Mr. Carpenter would drive Sally, David, and me to school that first week. We would ride the bus home when the route was reversed. I waited on the front porch in my yellow dress with a white collar, holding a notebook full of blank paper and a brown paper bag with my lunch. When Mr. Carpenter's wood-paneled station wagon swung into the driveway, I slid into the back seat beside Sally. "You look really tan in that dress, Nell." If she was trying to make me feel confident, it didn't work. Her blonde hair was pulled up from around her face and had just the right height and soft curl. I'd slept with my hair on top of my head, wrapped around a fat, empty orange juice can. The idea of straightening my frizzy curl had worked for all of 5 minutes before my mane expanded and crimped again. At the last minute, I brushed it into the same pigtails I'd worn all summer. I looked like I still belonged in junior high instead of starting my sophomore year of high school. There was little conversation in the front seat or the back, and even though the windows were rolled down, there was scant breeze at our traffic's slow pace, the early September day not promising any relief from the leftover summer heat. When the car turned onto Jefferson Street, it had taken 15 anxious minutes to get to school. Mr. Carpenter pulled the station wagon in behind another car. "Isn't that the Fuller boy?" He nodded to a lanky, red-headed kid getting out of the car in front of us. "Yeah, that's Roger," David said. "That kid is weird. He follows you around but never says anything." David waited until Roger had climbed the steps to the school before he opened his door. "Thank you for the ride, Mr. Carpenter," I said as I got out. "Good luck today." He tilted his head to see the front of the school, where a crowd of girls was standing. They were so animated in their conversation, their gestures could be seen from the car. We heard their laughter as 2 boys walked up to them. There were no white faces in the group. "Son, why don't you walk Nell and Sally to their homerooms? You know, be a gentleman." Mr. Carpenter smiled at us, but his eyes were focused on the boisterous group. "Y'all walk ahead of me," David said. Usually I balked inside when he told us what to do. He was only a year older. But today I didn't mind. Sally and I got into familiar step and walked towards the school. David was so close behind I could hear him breathing. I clutched my notebook against my chest. "Hey, white girl, you about blinded me in that yellow dress." I was halfway up the concrete steps before I realized the group was laughing at me. "Ignore it," Sally whispered. I didn't have the nerve to do anything but ignore it. We quickened our gait and entered the big red doors of Stonewall High School. My forehead was damp, and my lip was tender from where my teeth had dug in. Our eyes had to adjust to the dimness of the front hall. It smelled of old tennis shoes and sweat. Strips of the wood floor were lightened from wear and bare of the polish that always shone from my old school's floors. The yellowish beige walls had patches of white, like someone had forgotten to paint over the repairs,